thought it was great to give Bo a sister. I thought it was good that it came down to her father. I mean, you know, actually the longer a show goes, the less choices on some level you have about where it can go. So I wish you guys had gotten like $5 billion at the end to just blow up everything and blow up the Dow and everything. Just more explosions. More explosions. But I thought...
Didn't somebody walk through the wall of the doll? You know, giant.
Like one of the crew members?
Accidentally drunk? No, not him. Different, totally different thing. No, Rob Archer.
Oh yeah.
He came like, it was burning in flames.
Yeah.
And then he, I forget his name on the show. I know his real name.
Steve. No, it wasn't Steve. I literally do not know.
Bruce! Yeah, Dice is holding up the thing and it's fire and he blazes through a wall.
How did we get onto that?
I don't know.
It's hard because like it's the last season I just watched as a fan. I was like, oh, this is cool. Like I didn't
As a
happen.
fan.
Oh my god, what's going on?
What's happening now?
She has got hot pants. Holy.
You've had some amazing people come through that show. Right, in the final season, Eric Roberts was her father. What? No, okay, I'm the only one who was super impressed by that. But you also, I mean, as a wonderful Canadian sci-fi show, and there are currently a bunch of great Canadian sci-fi shows that do share a lot of the characters, the actors from Lost Girl. What are the chances they're all in the same universe and we're gonna have a massive crossover?
50-50. Yeah, we had some really fun guest stars on the show, like Acacia, Linda Hamilton was so amazing. She's like an incredible person too. She's so like honest and just such a great energy on set. And George Takei, who was super fun. And it was so funny, like George Takei is like such a distinguished gentleman, and then he was like in like half a green suit because he was a snake, and he was like, hello, I'm George Takei. Wearing green leggings, and I was like, oh, big Star Trek fan. Sorry, I'm looking that up.
I'm sure he linked your
It's funny. I guess to the rest of the world, the Canadian acting pool seems smallish. Amazing. No, sure. Look at these. There's just less people. There's less people. Yeah, I guess that's true. Technically, if you're gonna do math, right? I'm still gonna be no math.
Well, like the cast, you know, some of your cast has gone on to Dark Matter, to Rain. I really believe that they're all in the same universe.
Rain has like absolutely nothing to do with that universe.
It is the history of that universe. I have thought this thoroughly through.
It doesn't fit here.
Rain absolutely fits. I will draw
You fit everywhere.
Lost Girl Rain fan fiction.
Yeah.
But if there is Lost Girl Torchwood fan fiction, then no one ever thought about Captain Jack and Poe? Come on. Oh my god. Think about it now.
No, it's only Yanto.
I know that we have a lot of fans who have questions. I'm not the only one who's going to be speaking, so I'm going to ask you to start a little line in this aisle, and I will come down with a microphone. But while you're all setting up for that, I'm going to ask you all a question. I know that on the show we had the episode where our characters switched places with each other. But if you could play a different character, if you could play a character, who would you want to play on the show?
Oh, that's hard for me, sorry.
Look
away. It's hard for me to pick anyone but Bo, right? Like she just gets it. It's fun. Fun is me, by the way.
In the leather vests,
Everything.
in the leather pants,
Those bustiers.
and then like the kimonos. Sorry, we're talking about. Awesome. So
I was only looking at my phone because I tried to call Anna on her panel, and I texted her before this panel to say, "Where are you at?" I haven't heard back yet, so she was like, "Who is this?"
So I know you got to be another character in the episode where everyone switched, but who would you want to?
So great.
Yeah.
Who would you?
When I was stoned.
Who would you want to play if you played the character?
I don't really know. I don't know, because like every one of them is sort of extraordinary. Like I'd love to play Kenzie. I'd love to play. I mean, my God, like Rachel's character was amazing. Vax, like I'd like to do every one of them. Like we shot for how many days? 6 days, 7 days. Okay. So I would just each day just play someone. Yeah.
I really want to see Lost Girl all played by Zoie.
I can assure you that would not be a show that would last very long.
You could do it though. You could do like a one-man show. Like I could do it.
Do it.
Oh shit.
I want to see if we're still missing Lauren.
We're missing so many people. I know.
You go, Party.
I can't do anything now. I don't even know what you're doing. I don't even
I pretend you're writing a script at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
There's gotta be a lot of that.
You could do it. I always open my mouth too fast, and then I'm like,
It started with, no, I can do it right now.
Zoie,
Okay.
we could absolutely do it. We see you on Dark Matter. First of all, playing as Android,
Yeah.
which you've heard me praise and you talk to yourself.
Yeah.
You
That's not really new, I promise.
When we see the other person, we get to see the other you. So I think you absolutely could do this, and I challenge you.
I promise you, like,
It's not gonna happen.
the casting on Lost Girl was, I think, some of the best casting we've ever seen on everything I am. There's nobody that could have played Dyson but Chris Holden. There's nobody that could have played Vex but Paul Amos and Kenzie but Ksenia. And I am so lucky to have managed to be on a show with the kind of talent. I mean, I'm sitting next to one of the most talented actresses. Take on those played by the brilliant people that played them. They were extraordinary.
I tried and failed. It is really true because I would say Vex. Like, cause, you know, it's like, oh, I play Vex. But what made Vex great was Paul.
Yeah.
Like, if I had done that, Vex would not be great. And the same with Kenzie, or like any of the characters, the people who played them brought them.
They really brought them to life. Yeah.
Hello. You guys reminded me, I forgot, I did film myself watching the finale of Lost Girl, but I was drunk and sobbing, so. But Emily, what would your pitch be for a movie, the Lost Girl movie?
Right now?
Come on. Where would we start? I guess just with that. Like, would we start before it all? Would we start after it all? Or would we?
Like the biggest FU in last season. Like, nope, we're not doing that. No. I guess we'd start after the series finished.
Really?
I love how everyone already has notes.
Might I suggest
Yeah.
that Tamsin's baby's grown up and has no just like Tamsin.
Like your mom.
Yeah, you look exactly like your
You're
mom.
like exactly like your mom.
It's uncanny. It's crazy.
pitting Bo and Tamsin's daughter against each other as they struggle between light and dark.
Very cool.
You might there too. You know, blah, 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 blah. You're like stitching people up and hiding your emotions. A lot of staring, a lot of staring longingly at Bo. Yeah. You can drive the car. You can drive the car.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Totally, running power.
I'm buying tickets, I'm watching this movie. We have another question.
All right, so this is for Lauren. If at the time that you found out about Tamsin, whenever she was with Bo, you know, a little bit, and she got bit by a snake in the mouth, would you still suck the venom?
Yes! I get bit by a snake in the mouth. Thank you. No,
It could happen on the show.
I'm drunk and real gay, so it hurts.
I think Lauren's the kind of person that would suck the venom out of anyone's mouth and then later on go, oh my god. I think she would impulsively get right in there and then later on be horrified.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
Wait, let's go back to snake biting.
Snake bite, you have a good mouth.
Alright, that's good, yeah.
Oh, I'm going to George to come. Thank you. We have another question.
So I'm Team Tamsin.
Somebody should be. Yeah.
I had a lot of fun watching the episode where you guys were all teenagers, and I imagine it was a lot of fun to film. Do you have a favorite scene that was really worth talking about?
That scene actually, Chris and I just felt like idiots the whole time. Like, because Anna played being young. She was so, like, she is so sweet. And then when she was young, like, she's this little teenager, you're just like, I love you. And like, Chris and her, like, we just look like goons. Like, hey, ha ha. But it ended up coming off fine. And that was also a great scene because he had to sing Hungry Like a Wolf. And he was so nervous.
He was very nervous about that.
Yeah, so not only was he only eating like apples all day because he wanted to have like ribbed abs. But
I'm so gonna kill you for that.
then they were pretty good. And then I was walking by the trailers and his door was open a little bit and I saw him practicing in his trailer. So then we just
No, what I mean is he's gonna kill you for that.
So Anne and I were like sitting there having to watch him do this, like, you know, basically being very embarrassed. Just like, I can't believe this is our job. Like, literally just get to sit here and watch Chris make people out of himself. That scene was really fun.
You got to play a teenager again later on, a teenage version of yourself. Did you go back and watch that episode and go, how did I do it? Or did you go, yeah, I got this. I remember being a teenager.
I was like, I got this.
That's what I thought.
All right, so my original question about the roles of these children keep together. So my next question is, so Valkyries happened a little bit later in the series. Was it inevitable, or was it something that developed to reinforce everybody's love for Valkyries, or was it a plan to get Anna Silk to make out with every cast?
Put these good-looking people together, and you're like,
They're
"Good
like,
thing,
yes,
yes."
let me go.
Let's try it. Let's try it. Do we do a snake bite? No. Let's do it.
That was the correct answer.
I don't know. I think it's like, I mean, it's not really my decision. It's usually something that happens in the writer's room. And I would imagine, though, that sometimes, like, I think originally Chris and I were supposed to have a romance. And that's how I screen tested with Chris to see if we had chemistry. And then I think as we worked together, we just had more of a sort of sibling dynamic. Like, that was our chemistry rather than romance. And they were like, scratch that. It's just awkward and weird. And so it's sort of how chemistry develops with people on set and in the stories and as it goes along.
Do you know what I do love about the writing on this show was that was possible. Was that, you know, they would have an idea and they would watch, and really the intuition. Like I can't stress how extraordinary that is, to be able to watch different actors and to watch different dynamics and to figure out, okay, this is working, that's not. And the amount of work that goes into figuring that out and to sort of, having it evolve the way that it did and worked was absolutely 100%, Emily and her team watching really closely and figuring it out, like this is working, this isn't, hey, go back and do this. Like, it's a big deal for them to be able, not all shows can figure that out,
Changes were possible, right? That show really taught me, Oscar really taught me that you can have a plan, but you need to be open. You need to be, with a cast this extraordinary, you really have to watch what they're giving you and play to those strengths. Because then you're going to look like a genius, because you're like, oh, let's be sitting together, you're so good together. So that's what Lost Girl gave me in return, because you guys are so strong. I was like, let's put this up.
We're so great.
Hi Rachel, hi Zoe, hi Emily, my name is Tatiana Noir, and I have a question for Emily because whether you know or not, we're going to be working together pretty soon.
Really?
Yes. My partner right here, Amanda Moon, we are co-founders of High Tide Entertainment, which is a unique production company that offers culturally diverse content to foster the importance of difference in our society. And our question for you is it difficult to pitch queer content to network, and what is your approach?
Yes. It's still hard. It's still hard again. Yes, it's still hard. Yes, it's hard, but you just gotta go for it. You just gotta go for it. I think it comes down to good storytelling. If the storytelling is good and the show is so compelling, and having queer storylines for LGBT characters is part of truly your vision, you have to just know what your line in the sand is. Like on both my shows, again, Oscar was not created by me, but I was lucky enough to inherit it. But with my daughter, for example, I just knew it was non-negotiable. I knew there was lots of stuff that I was going to negotiate and would be able to compromise on, but I knew that certain relationships had to exist to make the show have the tone and the feeling I wanted it to. So. Yes, it's still difficult, but I have said this again, and I said this yesterday, and given the nature of this con, I really want you all to hear this, is like, now is the time. Like, you are living through, there's an audience for this. Shows out there, and everyone is actually desperate for content that makes its mark and finds an audience that isn't being serviced elsewhere. You just show them a picture of this, you got it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's okay, there is an audience for this. So if you have LGBT or diverse content that you want to pitch, please, I encourage you now, given the landscape, this is the time to do it. Get out there, people are hungry for it, and if they're not listening to you, the decision makers, they're going to be left behind. So it's happening so fast, and that's so good. So thank you for that.
Remember our name, because we're going to be talking
Let's
to
say
you.
the name of your company one more time.
High Tide Entertainment.
Amazing. We're going to make the most
Yes.
show. Okay, good.
So I'm a data scientist by profession. I can do math.
We need that.
The character of Lauren was really exciting to watch just because, not just that she was making science sexy and getting excited about science and making science plot, but on a regular basis, she would literally get out there and stab people with science. Like, she was not just a cue in the back room saying, okay, your vote, here's the science you need this time. Like, she was in the ballroom, in the dress, honey potty Morgan, like, she was a science actress.
She took her pants off to deliver a baby. Do you guys remember?
So we're seeing more characters.
I took my pants off.
For science.
Somebody better use that as a pickup line tonight.
So we're seeing more characters like this nowadays. Holtzman and Ghostbusters, Lava Kane and Carmilla. What will it take to get more science action heroines? And Zoe, would you mind being typecast?
I don't mind at all. No, I wouldn't mind at all. I do wish we had the catchphrase, I'm stabbing people with science. Because that's pretty cool. Yeah, stabbing people with science.
Don't you feel like science is dangerous right now, though? Like people are protecting pretending it doesn't exist, so like, maybe you can pitch it as like underdog superheroes. So like they use science. It's like, can they do that?
Sounds like you just pitched another show to sci-fi.
You guys are gonna help me make it.
So this question is for Zoe. So obviously you went from Lost Girl to Dark Matter, and on both of them you're playing these very scientific, very intelligent characters. But on Lost Girl,
Just playing to my strengths.
on Lost Girl, you know, obviously even though Lauren Cam figures her, she's a sensual character and she has these very complex emotions. And then you went to playing the android with no emotions and no sex drive. And what was it like for you? Like,
I'm not gonna lie, that hit.
I would have read the character.
Have you seen season 2? I believe the android gets a sex drive.
Yeah, no, it's a fair question, and it was definitely a big transition. It was a very, very big transition, which I'm still in the middle of. But yeah, I mean, I think what was exciting about that challenge was to figure out how to convey a sexuality and how to convey emotion without all of the tools that I'm so readily rely on as an actor. And so the interesting part of that for me was to figure out how to have the audience, empathize with the android, and how to have the audience possibly go, wow, like, is there a sexuality there? Like, was that, what did I just see? Like, and so that was what was interesting about that character in the beginning, was to like